Rob McNelis, and I'm here at the Santee VFW Hall right here in God's country in the city of Santee, and I've got Councilman Dustin Trotter with me here today. We want to give you, all right, so we got a couple of things today that we're going to cover. Number one is the next VFW Mixer. That's
Liberty and Libations.
Liberty and Libations. That'll be next Tuesday, the 15th, right here at the Santee VFW. We're going to talk about that in a sec, but the other thing is we have Queeple Lawler from PIB here. We're going to talk about what happened at PIB and they're closing down and what that means for our community. It's also it hurts us that we have such an amazing business that was literally one of the founders of breweries right here in the city of Santee, and they shut down. But we're going to talk about that and get to the bottom of it and what the journey is next. And it's a really good story, guys. So stay tuned for that. But before we do that, let's talk about Liberty and Libations. Yep. It'll be this Tuesday starting at 6 o'clock.
So our third one.
Our third one.
Yeah.
All right, so the first one, all right, by the way, it's VFW halls are struggling across the country. They all are. They really got established back in the Vietnam era when veterans came back from war and were literally spit on. They were told they were less than, and so they came to a place. They had a place to come together and talk with one another and discuss their issues as veterans. Over the years, thank God, that has changed. We now celebrate those that have served for us, because neither of us served our country, but we serve those that have served our country, because without them, we could never, ever do what we do. So God bless all of them. But everybody still needs a place to come to and celebrate who they are and talk to people about the things that they've seen that nobody else will understand other than them. And that's why we have VFW halls. And
what's so very cool about here in Santee is not just the VFW hall, but also our American Legion is hosted here in the same building. So it's both entities are right here. And just like Rob mentioned, obviously their memberships are down. I mean, you take the last 5 years, and it used to be like 4.5 million nationwide. Now it's like 1.5 million. You know?
Nationwide.
Yeah, something like that. And so membership has consistently gone down year over year, and we need to get that up, especially here in Santee. And we know how patriotic we are here. We know how much we respect our veterans.
Santee is one of the few places in California, at least, that still celebrates those that have served. And we love this. We want more. And as unfortunately property values go up, so do rents, so do expenses, so do all that. But if membership's going down, everything else is going up. We have to find a way to help bridge that gap. And so Councilmember Trotter and myself, we talked about it. I had a whiskey and cigar mixer for 7 years at my office. I moved offices, don't have a location for that anymore. And we just thought, you know what an amazing opportunity we have to bring that group to this group and maybe do something good for our community and do something good for the hall. So we tried it for the first time a couple of months ago. Right. Raised about $2,400 for the hall on a Tuesday, which was wonderful. It was amazing.
Yeah, Tuesday night, unheard of. You know, only 3 hours too.
By the way, yeah. So all the tips, everything goes back to the hall during those 3 hours, and then we did another one and ended up making $2,700. Mm-hmm. And so it's now I don't know if Donna knows this, but she's listening over here. I actually, just in talking about it and the promotion of this, I got a donor that's going to come in with an extra $1,000 donation to start this off for this next event. You're welcome. Over and above whatever we make, but I think this is an opportunity for us to definitely eclipse the $3,000.
Oh, I think we're right on. I mean, you already got a third of it right there.
Yeah.
So
we would love to have you come on in. It all goes back to the hall.
If you haven't come yet, so we've had, this standing room only last month, the month before, last couple months, it has been packed in here for those couple of hours, and it's really, really cool. You guys, if you can come down, hang out, but we got something extra cool. We were told you every time we're going to bring you something different, special. Well, this time, Rob and I went and bought a keg a couple kegs from PIB yesterday, or day, whatever, before they closed. And so if you love the PIB beer, you're actually going to be able to get it right here at the VFW Hall next Tuesday.
Icy
We'll keep
cold
that
right
going.
here, keeping it going. And by the way, in true form to everything that Kweepo and Tracey have ever done for the community of Santee, it was, we said we were paying for it, but it was at a significant discount. They love our community. They are diehard Santee people.
Yep.
And they're diehard VFW people. They love what this establishment means. And so it was very generous of them what they did. It was very generous of them what they did, and we truly appreciate that. So we will have PIB beer here. I will also be doing, I'll do one more time, we're gonna do the Lynchburg lemonade. Robbie Santinello's Lynchburg lemonade. God rest his soul. Love you, Robbie. We're gonna do that again, and
Of course, Bobby Cigars.
and we'll have Bobby Cigars out here.
outside.
Yeah, so he comes. It's a mobile cigar lounge. If you haven't seen it before, it's really, really cool. He sets up a mobile cigar lounge right out front. I do that because I'm pointing outside, but you can't see that. That's lame. But I did that. Anyways,
Over
he's
there.
yeah, over there. He sets it all up. It's a really cool event. Tablecloths. It's great. We have music going on the entire night, and it's open to everybody, 21 and up, of course. Open to everybody 21 and up. Come on in. Once again, all the tips, all the donations, they all stay right here at the Santee VFW Hall, and it is a volunteer organization. Nobody's getting salaries. This is a volunteer organization to give back to those that have served our country. So it's a really, really big deal. We would love to see you come on out and enjoy what we got.
The last thing, we started on the first weekend, our first month, second month, so it'll be our third month, obviously, is that we are also sponsoring a veteran to be a member here at the VFW Hall. So
Pay their annual fee. We will pay their annual dues. So they come on in, they will register, get a raffle ticket, and we will both pay their annual dues for the year. So, and by the way, hey, thank you to Robin, Nurse Robin, Robin Nolan. Thank you to Dean Velasco. Both of them have been here both times, working their butts off, trying to promote this. We couldn't do it without you guys. You're amazing. Mike Aiken.
Yep.
Mike Aiken
Helping
does the
out
flyers
promotion
for
of
us.
flyers.
Yes, he's helping us out with the flyers. You guys are all amazing. We had Christine Pele Costa. We've had Andy Lloyd from Three Frogs. Of course, Kweepo. We had him here serving. Like, these are all people that just come in to help volunteer. I'm getting very animated here. To help volunteer. I know. It looks good. It doesn't taste good, but it looks good.
Hey,
I'm joking.
it's all right. It's not that great.
We've had all these people come in just to help volunteer, give their time, and Bobby Keene from Bobby Cigar Lounge, all these guys, they're amazing people. Thank you so much for all you're doing for our community in the city of Santee. Not all of them even live in the city of Santee, but they're helping our community.
That's what community is, man. Everybody
Amen.
coming together and helping somebody else or helping out different organizations.
So please come out. All right, so it's Tuesday August 15th, right here at the Santee VFW Hall. If you don't know where it's at, it's right next to, let's see, it's on
The corner of Prospect and Magnolia.
there you go. Prospect Magnolia, next to Full Circle, the gun range, in between Full Circle, the gun range, Jack in the Box right there, exactly, everybody knows that. And right next to Gillespie Field, come on in between 6 and 9 p.m. Come on in, have a drink, or just come on in, make a donation. And by the way, this time, if you could please, when you do come in, bring a backpack or school supplies or anything of that nature, because we are also trying to support Buddy's Backpacks. So we're going to be giving all this stuff away on the
19th of August. So actually, VFW Hall is a donation location here within the city of Santee. So there's a box here for that. But the 19th is actually distribution day. So I think the 17th is the last day.
No, the 15th. 15th. 15th is the last day.
So put
come
everything
on
together, get it organized, and then distributions
Yeah.
on the 19th.
So any school supplies you could possibly provide, it would be great. In fact, I think I'm going to say it right now. If they bring a backpack, I'll take care. First drinks on me.
Drinks on us if you bring a backpack.
Bring a backpack. First drinks on us. We will take care of that. Bring a backpack in, and any other supplies you bring in, please, 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 please. It's going to go to some very needy kids throughout the community that otherwise will go without. So you're putting them ahead and getting them excited about getting back to school. It's a really cool event. If you haven't seen it before, it's really cool. We typically have done over 1,000.
Average about 1,000
Yeah.
every year for the last several years. And
this was something that Councilmember Trotter personally started years ago. I just kind of rode on his coattails to help out with it, but it was his brainchild, and it's grown to something so much bigger now, thanks to Buddy Rabaya and
John Hossie,
who's now taking it over, and he's doing such an incredible job. So thank you, John, for all you do in keeping Buddy's memory going, and thank you, Councilmember Trotter, for what you did to get it started. So, all right,
further ado.
Now,
let's get Quipo.
Let's get Quipo up here. Quipo, get up here. Ladies and gentlemen, Quipo Lawler. All right, full name.
Quipo Aloha Lawler.
Aloha Lawler. This is the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that is and was PIB. You. So I met you before I was even elected. We talked about stuff, and then I got elected, and then you actually changed the whole dynamic of being a brewery in Santee because of the water. Remember that?
Right.
So before he was here, Padre Dan would charge for
You charge one part water in and 3 parts sewage out. So San Diego Metropolitan did it first. They went 1-to-1. So that on breweries, because they know most of you guys carry it out with you. So they changed it. So we got Santee, the Padre District, by meeting with them, to go 1-to-1 if the brewery is in the building.
which just means because oftentimes when you take water in, more than that goes out. But on a
The mass
brewery,
goes out.
a big majority of a beer is water. So why are you charging 3-to-1 when that's not going out into the sewer? It's not. And I was completely ignorant to the facts. He educated me on it. We brought in Alan Carlisle, who was CEO of Padre Dan at the time, and he was like, "Yeah, that makes total sense." And we changed the whole dynamic of how this is charged in the city of Santee moving forward. And you were the godfather of making that happen.
He was the godfather. Because you know why? I almost left Santee.
And I didn't want that to happen.
I'll
I'll fix this. I'll fix it. I promise.
I'm a patient person, and I thought, hey, we just let the system work. But as we all know, fees hurt everybody. So I got a hold of Rob, and I said, hey, we're out. We have an out on our lease while we're building, and we got to not deal with this. And then 1 week, we met on a Tuesday with the Padre Water District and the politicians that encompass all of us, and that's what really built the relationship with me of helping everyone, not just the public out there. They don't. I didn't ask them for anything free. They just got me a board to sound on, so that within 1 week we had our license.
It made sense.
And they really believe, guys, on finding a way to say yes. And not all government is like that. They want to find a way.
Looking for a reason to say no.
No. And they've always been. And if anybody out there has ever dealt with any agency, most of it is giving you something so much that you're going to say no because you can't deal with it. They want to find a way to say yes. And that doesn't mean they're going to do something free. They just mean they're going to give you the rules and say, here, if you do this, and I'm going to tell you guys, in Santee, we looked San Diego, El Cajon, and El Cajon had some huge properties that were awesome to be a brewery in. But they gave us a packet about this big, and they said, "Oh, but you're going to have a hearing. You're going to have
figure it out."
I went in because I went and said, "Where can we have a brewery?" They showed me, said, "You pick any place in there." I came in with my lease, and they said that day they gave me my license. And so you got to understand that if you want to bring a business to Santee, just come here and first be part of the community, you know, be part of the system if you have an issue, and then also understand that they want you to be here, okay? And that is what makes Santee so great. They want, even though we're leaving the community to go off and
All right,
be
so
with
let's
the love
talk
of my,
about that.
with the love of my life. And if you've been to PIB, you know Tracy, she's supposed to be here today, but she's
Thank you, Francie.
working hard.
So all right. So there's a lot of rumors, all that kind of stuff. Why they shut down? But let's talk about it. You shut down because you guys both did what for your entire lives?
We're already been retired.
You were already retired. You
so-
already
so-
worked a full
so-
career, your entire
So
life.
our life got jump started, and I would never give up the last 9 years, only because the thousands of you guys out there. And then when I said we were going to close, I was really busy trying to get that knuckle over to be able to close. You guys that slowed me down, showed me the love, hugged, cried, came every day. We did in 5 days what we do in about a month and a half, 5 days. Because everybody, and it wasn't because we were handing out, it wasn't the COVID. It wasn't any of that.
Right.
It was people coming and wanting to enjoy that moment that they have shared with the people for 9
Because
years.
you have done so much within our community over the years. You and Tracy have done so much in our community over the years. You've donated to so many good causes. You guys have been there for everything. You stood up. I remember when we had our used to be it's now Brews and Bites, but it was the
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass
Bluegrass
Festival.
Festival.
And you were like, well, wait a minute. Look, come on. We're donating everything, and we got to be here, and we have to pay people. There's got to be something. And you, once again, you led that charge on that, and even that has changed.
Yeah.
You've done so much for your industry within the city of Santee because everybody else is just like, okay, well, I guess this is what we got to do. That's not you. Like,
Challenge
no,
status quo.
no.
And
not
I'm
so
not
much.
saying I've been. It's not all
But you're
about me.
you're
I was
equally
blessed
generous.
by you guys.
But you're equally generous for giving back.
Yeah.
You've helped out with the VFW Hall. Anytime somebody really needs something, you're there. You opened up your space within the brewery for events, just to get the community
Fundraisers,
together.
anything they had, because without you guys, we are nothing. Okay, so, and the VFW is without your support coming on Tuesdays and then once a month, and it's open to all the public. Now, if you have a military person in your family, drag them in here, okay, because they're going to see all the excitement and love. And I'll be here. I don't know if it's my last one because I think I'm going to sneak one more keg so we can do the next one too. But it was so much fun. I did the first one, and
you were pouring.
and I poured the beer. So I'll be here right behind there pouring. The wife will be like buzzing around talking to everybody. And
She never does that.
and oh yeah,
She's very shy.
I'm not
Tracy's
gonna,
very shy.
because if she sees us and I say something that is like, sweetheart, you're the best cheerleader that we ever had in PIB. She didn't like cheerleader because she was a gymnast and she felt cheerleaders were like, but but I'm just saying that she was the face of our brewery. And the
Way
great
better
thing
looking
is,
than you.
Yeah.
Way
Way
better
better.
looking than you. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
and my children are the same way. I have beautiful children, and then there's me. But I just want to say that to both of them. We have someone here that wouldn't give up, okay? And now he can change things and help people in the government. We have someone that has so much enthusiasm. And when I first met him, I was a dude standing on a corner. I'd pick a corner and wave signs.
actually
and
did
I'm
do
the
that.
owner.
You
and I
did
signed
do
it
that.
because you know what?
Yes.
I believe that, when he you would win by
I
5
forgot.
votes, maybe that was the dude that got the 5 votes, and it may, and you don't understand, it's not a one-way street. It is our street. In this community, the VFW, my dad retired in the Navy, and I wouldn't be here without him. And I had not been to go to college, so I didn't have to go in the military. But everything I do for the military and everything I do is just pay back to my dad, who was in World War II on a submarine and doing anything. Lucky he didn't get sunk like all the other submarines. And I am blessed. And every time I see Trotter, when he got elected, I was probably more excited than most because
I don't know. I was pretty excited too.
because
I'm not gonna lie. I was
because
pretty
we tried,
excited.
I want,
We knew
I'm
what
not
we
gonna
had with this
politically,
guy.
because I didn't run for election. I'm not going to run for election. But he replaced
Yeah.
someone, and that's only because I get to say that. Okay, he replaced somebody that needed to be replaced. And then second of all, sometimes you have to face defeat to get success,
Yep.
and that's what he did.
But he came back and he persevered and he did what we all needed him to do.
Stayed
But
out,
let's talk
talking and
about
loving.
you. Let's
loving
talk
and-
about you. All right.
I want you actually.
All right. Well, I want your one favorite moment. Give me your one favorite. Okay, maybe top three. How about top three moments at PIB? Top three moments at PIB.
I would say that my first year, my daughter decided she wanted to get married at the brewery, and so now I know every year after the first year, that's how long she's been married. We put tents up. That was probably my first moment. The second moment was probably sitting out on the patio. Me and Will, that's my nephew, who probably did half of our recipes.
Oh yeah.
Make
Everybody
great
knows Will.
beers. And we went out on the patio after like about probably third or fourth week, and we were known as a 5-ounce pourer because you guys drank more beers than we could drink. And we sat out there, and he teared up. That was probably my second moment because he realized the compass of what PIB was. And then I would say my third moment was I was upstairs one day, and we had a big fire down the street, and all the fire trucks were going by and everything. And I went out. I was talking to one of the CAL FIRE guys because they came to because they were having a fire. And I said to the guy, I said, "Yeah, if you guys need a keg or something after you're done with all this, come here and get it." He goes, "You know what? We come, you just don't know it." And that made me very proud because they didn't come and say, "Oh, we're from CAL FIRE." And then one day they all were on a table drinking beers, and then I got to meet their captain. I got to meet all of them, but they've been coming, and I didn't realize because I was saying, "No, it's coming. I want to celebrate all the hard work you do." And that was probably my second. There's been a few. This last 5 days at the brewery, anybody
Very
out there
emotional.
that's been there in the last 5 days, you will see that I was a little major tornado kind of running around. But usually about 8 or 8:30, I came out and sat on one of the tables out there, and no one came over and like hugged me or done this, let me sit there. And I absorbed all this, and then I got up and then I went through and talked to everybody. The emotional part of closing this brewery was the hardest part to deal with. As he wants to know, he's going to ask why it's time. I mean, it is actually time. You know, are we done with the community? No, but it is time.
All right,
All
hold
right,
on real
I'm
quick.
gonna step out. I got another meeting I gotta go to, so I'm gonna let you guys finish this one up. Lepo, thank you so much for everything you did for our community, and I know you're still gonna be here in the community. You live here, so that's not gonna change. But we're gonna see you next Tuesday, and you guys come out, enjoy some PIB beers that we have here for selection, and some other great things. So I'll see y'all next Tuesday.
He's got a Slim Sub meeting.
Yeah, I gotta go handle some city business.
Go represent us. All right, so that's what I wanted to get to is, look, guys, he had a full career. His wife had a full career. Law enforcement, it was just time to just be a husband and a wife and go do what you guys want to do and enjoy your retirement. It was a hell of an adventure. You guys did so much within our community. We can never thank you enough.
And I would say that a lot of you don't know, I have 6 children. I have 9 grandbabies, and a lot of them got kind of punished, especially the grandbabies, for me opening a brewery because, like anybody, it opens a dream, and that's what I would say the best part was. You dream something and you turn it into reality. And so, if anybody out there is struggling with their business or struggling with their thoughts of how they want to deal with stuff, feel free to get us on Facebook. I think get Tracey on Facebook. A lot of my Facebook posts are done by people that we hired, do stuff like that. So don't hold me responsible. If it's misspelled, because I talked on that, that's probably me that did that. But it's normally
It's hard enough to understand you when I'm sitting next to you.
So
I could imagine how
I
Siri
don't
can
say-
understand you.
So all I'm saying is, if you need something, you need some love. You know, if you are in a business and you need the city to take a look at what you're doing and see if they can help you do stuff, feel free. This Santee is the place to put a business. Santee is a place where individuals that live here have discretionary income, and this is coming from a business person. And that's why we have such great eateries here. We have great mission boards here. Now, I ain't running for politics. I'm just saying that it's not going to happen. I'd rather sit behind and talk to him and talk to everybody on the council. Everybody can say that, you know, I'm just me. That's who I am. And I'm not rude. I'm not anything. But if you guys need something, you need a sounding board. You want to go. If you're a vet and if you can come next Tuesday, on the 15th, and just if you want to go sit in the corner and just absorb all of this, we're here. You come and grab me from the bar, and I'll come down. I'm going to be pouring beers, and come and grab us. We'll sit there. We'll do whatever we got to do because without you, there's no us.
Amen. Thank you, Quipo. Thank you for giving the story, a little bit of the story. I wish Tracey was here because she is way better.
I'll try to bring her, and maybe a month or some down the road. Maybe I'll drag her in, and then
let's
she can
talk
talk
about
about
life after.
Yeah, well, I'm actually leaving from Montana, right after the 15th. So
wow.
I'll be gone. I'm going up to a buddy of mine's ranch to help mow down the weeds. But and just to
the life after.
And then we're gonna start doing. I mean, a lot of people that I've met, everybody I go to the desert with, I met from the brewery, and so they've been doing it for many years. I had done it younger, but if any more listening out there, because you became family. All you guys that invite us to your house, invite us to your birthday parties. I mean, it doesn't stop. We were blessed by all that. And the last thing about PIB, just remember the love that you felt when you went there, and just keep sharing it down.
Amen. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. We will be back next week again. We'll talk about what? Oh, awesome. Thank you, Bobby. Love you, brother. Rebecca, one of my favorite watering holes. Which one, the VFW Hall or PIB? Can't wait. Love it. Thank you, Donna. We'll see you out here. VFW command. Oh, yes. Approves the spell.
That was a good one.
Love it, guys. Thank you. Hey, producer Joe, anything else that we missed? Hello from Santee American Legion. Yeah.
There you go. This is your
amazing, feeling the love and support. We are all grateful. Hey, we're grateful that you're here in the city of Santee. Thank you for all you guys do. Producer Joe, anything else that we missed? All clear. We are all clear. Guys, thank you so very much. We will catch you next week. We will tell you what we were able to bring forward to the VFW Hall in this month's adventure. And it will continue to keep going each month. Third Tuesday of every month, we'll be back here. We'll tell you who the guest bartenders are going to be, what the guest brew is going to be. But right now, this is all about this guy right here. Love you, guy. Freaking love you, guy. Thank you for all you've done in the community. You are the best. I wish Tracey could have been here too, but you know what? She's got a real life because she's got real friends, unlike us. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful week. We'll catch you next time. Oh, wait. By the way, Santana Band tonight. Santana. We got a Santana Band.
It's Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday. Town Center Community Park. Santana Band, 6:30. Get on out there. They're incredible. I've heard it before. Amazing. Get on out there. We'll catch you next week. Love you. I mean it. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless Santee.